Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition. Made a couple trades today. This again is my paper trade account. Made a couple trades out of my real money account though. Um, Let me take a look at something else though. I tried to buy Nvidia um, at the open. Let me see, make sure I'm getting this right. Um, yeah, I had an order in at 9:31 to buy Nvidia calls at 75 cents, and it didn't fill, and I didn't want to chase it. So um, the reason why is, again, like I mentioned before, it gapped up and it held these pre-market highs. Uh, Pre-market high being um, right about here. I have the lines on my other computer with my real account, but I didn't put them on here today. But let's zoom in a little bit. Right about here is pre-market highs. So we were holding close to pre-market highs, and about after we popped above, um, after we popped above the pre-market high, I put a bid in. Actually, I think it was even before it popped above there, but I put a bid in at 75 cents. It didn't get filled. I didn't want to chase it. I waited. It pulled back a little bit. I put another bid in. My first bid was 75 cents. My second bid was 68 cents. And that didn't get filled either. That was at 9:32. And in hindsight, I kind of wish I would have chased it, but oh well. Missed out on that. Um, but I did trade it on the pullback right here. Uh, I bought it at 10:21. The reason why is because we came down, tested the bottom of the cloud. We had some profit taking here. Tested the bottom of the cloud. We had a couple levels of support here. We had a 100. Actually, that's a VWAP. We had a VWAP and we had a pivot point. So we came down close to there. Problem is, I only bought one contract because it wasn't huge support, and I thought maybe it might pull back a little bit more. Um, so I only bought one contract. I paid 96 cents. Um, I was figuring if it pulled back further, I could add to it, but it didn't pull back. And then I thought, well, if it pops above high day, I'll add to it. But I got tied up with work stuff and never got to add to it. So I only had one contract for 96 cents. I sold it at 10:33, which was right at the open of this candle. I sold it for $1.26. Um, those contracts actually went there. This week's 197.50s. They actually hit $4 at. Let me see what time it was. At 12:15, they hit $4, which is probably right here. Yeah, right here they hit $4. I paid 96 cents. I sold it $1.26. Yeah, that sucks, but I made 31%. Um, I just wish I would have had more size. Um, if I would have had 3, 4, 5 contracts, I could have scaled out. I would have sold maybe a couple here. Um, sold along the way and let one of them ride up. I probably would have been all out right here though with this close below the 21 EMA. So that was my one trade today. 31% winner. Unfortunately, it was only one contract. Um, Another one I was watching was Roku. I was watching this one at the open for the same reasons. Um, had a nice gap up, and it was holding the pre-market highs. It popped again here. It was holding pre-market highs. Um, I ended up not. I looked at the options. They were just a little bit too much. They were close to $2 for like 5 steps out of money. I just didn't want to pay that much for them. I don't. So I ended up passing on those. But yeah, you see that would have worked out really nice, but um, didn't do that one. I did do Apple, and lesson to be learned here. You can see here we got. I wasn't really overly thrilled with Apple because you see pre-market highs, then it kind of faded and came down to support levels. So I did like that it was near support levels. I ended up buying it at 942, which was right here at the open of this candle. Bought it right here, and yes, I chased it, and that's why you don't want to chase. I mean, sometimes it works, but I should have waited for a pullback at least to here. I paid 96 cents. I'm sorry, I paid 95 cents, and I ended up stopping out at 10:05. Right about here when it came down and broke below a couple of these levels that I was watching, and I said, that's it, I'm getting out. So I stopped out at 77 cents for like an 18% loss. So I'm pretty much even for the day. But just to show you, I'm going to show you my losers just as well. And I chased it. That's what happens when you chase it. And if I would have held out longer, yeah, it would have worked out. Let's see what it went to. It actually hit $1.03. $1.04 was the high on those. So yeah, I could have made almost 10% if I would have held on to here, but I'll take the stop out, get out of it. 18% loss. Get the 31% winner right after that. So, but that's kind of what I was looking at. I had Nvidia on my watch right at the open, and it took off on me. Couldn't get filled. I waited for a pullback. This would have been a good level here, but I ended up getting in at this right here. And what we did was we had a bullish engulfing candle off of these levels, so that would have been probably a pretty good entrance. I waited till it came down here. Didn't have any kind of reversal signal, no bullish engulfing, anything like that. But I liked that it was coming down close to these support levels, and that's when I got in. I just wish I would have rode it a little bit longer, but it is what it is. So pretty much just even for today. Had a busy day, so I couldn't really watch much else. But I didn't do any trades yesterday, so I didn't make a video. Didn't even look at the market yesterday. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty. A lot of chop, so glad I wasn't here watching it. So that's pretty much it for today. Pretty short video today. Took the Nvidia right here. Worked out good, 31%. Unfortunately, there's only one contract. So talk to you later. Bye.